This Heritage Humane Society's Paws for Paws segment is proudly sponsored by Mermaid Books.
Well, good morning. It is 19 minutes after 9 o'clock, and Jennifer's here with us, and with two active young men, Newt and Noodle from the Heritage Humane Society. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning. How's it going?
Well, we are having a blast in here, and we have lots of activity.
Yes.
Two boys will be boys, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, these are actually two of our older kittens. They're getting close to 7 months old right now.
Yes.
So we're really hoping. We actually brought them on the radio probably about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting a little bit bigger. They're getting close to that cat size. But they're a bonded pair. Super sweet, super active. The great thing about them is they're very playful, but they're also great at being held. You can just kind of scoop them up and get some cuddles as well. So definitely come check them out. They're in our colony room right now at the shelter. So they kind of have free roam of the room with some of our other adult cats.
And essentially, they've had free roam of the studio this morning.
Exactly, yeah.
They're having a blast playing with their toys and all that great stuff. I had hardly had the time to play radio. I was so busy playing with the kittens this morning.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun and super sweet. So definitely check them out. They're a beautiful black and white color, and they are a bonded pair, so they'd be a great addition to somebody's home.
And you can see them maybe later today on our Facebook page and our website, so you can get a look at them. We're talking about them now, but you can see them later on. Well, that is correct. Now, with Hurricane Florence, I understand the last time that you were on, we were talking about had you received any animals yet? And news has reached me that you had to make a trip down to North Carolina yesterday.
Yeah, so two of our employees, our operations manager, Diana, and Darcy, our marketing manager who comes to the radio sometimes, they drove down yesterday. They left at about 6 o'clock yesterday morning, and they stopped by a couple shelters in North Carolina, and we picked up 10 cats and 5 dogs that were affected by the hurricane.
Oh, wow.
So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. We, if you check out our Facebook page, they actually did a live stream of when they got dropped off at the shelter last night.
Oh, wow.
So you'll get a chance to kind of get to see the process of when we transport. It's definitely a collaborative effort. We had volunteers that came in at about 7:30 last night to help walk dogs when they first got back, and make sure all the cats and dogs were all settled for the night, because it is a bit of a drive. I think it was about 5 hours for them in the car. So yeah, we got 15 critters that will be up for adoption probably within the next 24 hours. They were all spayed and neutered and vaccinated. So definitely keep an eye on our website and also our Facebook page, because we're going to talk about the animals and when they'll be up for adoption. But the great thing is, even if you don't adopt the ones that came from the hurricane, if you adopt from us, that means that we have more space to take more animals in. So any animals that can get adopted out is really somebody helping with the hurricane, because we'll be able to take some more in.
Well, Jennifer, educate me a little bit. How is it that this takes place? Are these owners just abandoning these animals? Is that what it is?
It varies. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately.
Or are they surrendering because they don't have anywhere to take them when they have to evacuate or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes it's surrender. Sometimes it's just shelters that already have those animals and that they just have some damage because of the flooding. So they need to take animals while they're repairing things. Sometimes we do get cases like that where people will surrender animals when they are leaving the area. So it's a mixture. But either way, we really try to help out whenever we can. And this was something that we could do. It was a 6-hour drive, so any little bit helps. Actually, Portsmouth Humane Society and the Peninsula SPCA also drove down, and they also took some dogs as well.
Yeah, I saw that on Channel 13 News last night, that they were there. And when I saw that story, I said, I wonder if Heritage Humane is involved in that.
Yep, we
Lo
sure
and
were.
behold, you are. Or you were. Yeah.
So it was a collaborative effort. So we got, I think it was 36 total out.
But I can't imagine, when Hurricane Florence, they were not sure of its path. we made the decision to stay at home because of our black lab and our Walker Hound.
Right.
I could not imagine leaving them behind or surrendering them or taking them to some kind of shelter for them to be adopted elsewhere.
Right.
You know, and you folks have taught me so much. I've been here about a year now, a little over a year, and being with you every Tuesday. I thought I knew a lot about animals, but I've really gotten an education in the last year, and they're very intelligent.
They are, yes.
And they're probably suffering from separation anxiety, like, well, where's my mom or dad or master? I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, absolutely. We always try to work. We do get surrenders year round. So our team really works with people to try to figure out the reason, because definitely the best case scenario is for that animal to be in a comfortable home where it knows the home. The shelter can be a little scary sometimes. So it's definitely something we work with the community. But a big thing is education. That's one of the big reasons why we are doing events throughout the year to help educate people on how to be proper pet owners. Sometimes somebody will see a really cute little puppy and want to adopt it, but doesn't realize that it gets up to 60 pounds eventually.
And they live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
that's why we
understand.
really try to make the right fit for the animals that get adopted out, just so that way we don't have as many cases like that.
Well, we salute you here at the radio station for all the wonderful work that you do. Now, you have any other things going on? I think we were supposed to have a golf tournament coming
golf
up.
tournament-
In bowling, I think.
Yeah, golf tournament was on Friday, and it was fantastic. We actually raised over $32,000.
Oh, man, that's great.
going to go right back to the homeless pets like Newt Noodle here.
Yeah.
And then the bowling tournament, we actually raised about $1,200 on Saturday night for that.
Wow.
So we had
So
a really great turnout.
Big weekend.
Yeah, so it was fantastic. We did some great work, and people got to play golf and bowl at the same time, so it kind of worked out for everybody.
Oh, fantastic. Man, that is great. That was a very, very good weekend for
Yes,
Heritage Humane
yeah, it
Society.
was, and the weather was so beautiful for the golf tournament on Friday. It worked out really well. We had some great sponsors and great people that turned out and really helped Heritage Humane Society, so we're really grateful.
You know, they look so much alike, I can't tell them apart, but either Newt or Noodle.
You are holding Noodle.
Well, I'm holding Noodle, okay? And she mentioned a couple of minutes ago how they like to snuggle and cuddle. Well, guess what?
They sure do.
She's telling the truth. Because I'm sitting here talking on the radio, and Noodle is against my chest and just enjoying life right now.
Yeah.
Well, projecting out over the next few weeks, any other exciting topics and happenings over at the Society?
We do have this Saturday, so we're going to be over at Ace Hardware, which is right down the road. We're actually going to be out there for an adoption day this Saturday, the 29th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we're going to have some adoptable dogs out there. They're doing something really great for the entire month of September. They're doing roundups, which means when you pay for things at the register, they'll ask you if you want to round up, say, a $9 charge to $10, and then that $1 will go to Heritage.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
if you're looking for any things that you need to purchase at Ace Hardware, definitely go by for the month of September, and then the donations are going to go right back to the homeless pets at Heritage Humane Society. But we'll be out there on Saturday with some animals.
And I can see they're a bonded pair, like you said a few minutes ago, because we I've got Noodle snuggled up to me, and all of a sudden Newt said, "Hey, I want some of that action myself. Come on." Well, that is fantastic. We appreciate you coming in, as always, and our hats are off to you for all the wonderful work you do. And thank you for going down to North Carolina and doing your part on that. That is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on our website and Facebook, and we'll post about the updates about the guys.
Yeah, I'm going to be nosy. I can't wait. I'll check it out as well. Well, Heritage Humane Society's been with us today, as we have them every Tuesday at 9:15, and Jennifer's been here with Newt and Noodle. And check out our our Facebook page and our web page, and you can see how cute they are. And thank you for coming in,
Yeah,
Jennifer.
thank you.
It's Smart in the Morning on WMBG.
Mermaid Books is proud to have sponsored this Pause for Pause segment. Mermaid Books, used and rare books, antiques, vintage postcards, classic fiction, children's books, and of course, books about all creatures great and small.